Welcome to Lesbian Tales. Today we're going to share our top 10 lesbian movies of 2019 that celebrate authentic queer representation and diverse storytelling. Get ready for another amazing lineup of must-watch films that showcase romance, passion, and powerful storytelling with incredible depth and emotional resonance. From heartfelt dramas to unforgettable love stories, these movies capture raw emotions that will keep you absolutely hooked from beginning to end. We hope you will enjoy the following ranking. Let us know your favorite in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to never miss a good movie again. Number 10. So, My Grandma's a Lesbian. So, My Grandma's a Lesbian? Directed by Ángeles Reine. So, you think your family drama is complicated? Meet Ava, a Spanish lawyer living in Edinburgh who's about to marry into this super conservative, wealthy Scottish family. Everything's going perfectly according to plan until... plot twist. Her 70-something grandma Celia decides it's time to come out of the closet and marry her best friend Sophia. Talk about timing, right? Ava's wedding plans suddenly become this hilarious disaster as she tries to figure out how to break the news to her uptight future in-laws. Meanwhile, Grandma's just living her best authentic life, completely unbothered by the chaos she's unleashing. This Spanish romantic comedy is all about family, acceptance, and the beautiful messiness of love at any age. It's heartwarming, it's funny, and it'll make you want to call your grandma and tell her she's amazing. Plus, who doesn't love a good better late than never story?
Number 9, Let It Snow.
I just want to say, I don't really know what that was back there, but...
Let It Snow, directed by Luke Snellen. Let It Snow is basically the ultimate Christmas comfort food movie you didn't know you needed. When a massive snowstorm hits a small town on Christmas Eve, it becomes the perfect backdrop for all kinds of romantic chaos and teenage drama. We're talking multiple storylines weaving together, high school seniors dealing with crushes, breakups, family expectations, and those big life-changing moments that happen right before you graduate. There's the girl questioning everything about her future, the guy trying to win back his ex, and yeah, there's some beautiful LGBTQ+ representation that feels genuine and heartwarming. The whole thing has this cozy, feel-good energy that's perfect for binge-watching with hot chocolate. It's got that ensemble cast magic where everyone's story matters, and by the end, you're invested in all of them. Think Love Actually, but for Gen Z, with better diversity and way more snow.
You inspired me. I mean, just like that night, you make me feel brave. And you make me feel like I want to be the best possible version of myself, so...
Number 8, Bonnie and Bonnie.
Alter, was ist mit Yara los?
Wir sind wie Bonnie und Clyde. Wir sind Bonnie und Bonnie! Wir sind Bonnie und Bonnie und niemand stellt uns in den Weg!
Bonnie and Bonnie, directed by Ali Hakim. Bonnie and Bonnie is basically what happens when you take the classic outlaw love story and give it a queer, modern twist that'll absolutely wreck you emotionally. Meet Yara, who's stuck working at her family's corner shop in Hamburg, living under all these traditional Albanian family expectations about who she should be and who she should marry. Then along comes Kiki, this completely wild and free-spirited girl who turns Yara's entire world upside down. What starts as an unexpected friendship quickly becomes this intense, all-consuming love story that changes everything. This isn't just another coming-out film. It's a romantic road movie about two women who are willing to risk absolutely everything for their shot at real love and freedom. Think Bonnie and Clyde meets modern lesbian romance with all the passion, rebellion, and heartbreak that comes with choosing love over family expectations. It's raw, it's authentic, and it'll stay with you long after the credits roll.
Sowas geht eigentlich nicht bei uns. Bei uns ist es schon schlimm, einen Freund zu haben.
Du siehst sie nie wieder.
Was sind das nur für Männer, die ihre eigenen Frauen nicht im Griff haben?
This is the best we've ever had. 'Cause we are Bonnie and Bonnie.
Number 7. Vita and Virginia. Vita and Virginia, directed by Chanya Button. Vita and Virginia is the kind of passionate literary love story that'll make you want to write letters by candlelight. Set in 1920s London, this gorgeous period drama tells the true story of the intense affair between aristocratic socialite Vita Sackville-West and literary icon Virginia Woolf, two brilliant women who completely defied every social convention of their time. When these two powerhouse writers meet, it's electric. Vita is this confident, glamorous force of nature who decides Virginia will be her next conquest. But what unfolds is way deeper than either expected. We're talking about a relationship that inspired some of the most groundbreaking literature ever written, including Woolf's revolutionary novel Orlando. This isn't your typical stuffy period piece. It's bold, contemporary, and unapologetically queer. The film captures all the creative passion, intellectual sparks, and emotional complexity of two women who refuse to live by anyone else's rules. It's basically the sophisticated lesbian period drama we've all been waiting for.
Once you get that, you can't use the wrong words. Sight and emotion creates a wave in the mind long before you have the words to describe it. When writing, that is what you must recapture, that wave, as it breaks and tumbles in the mind. If you listen, it will make the words to fit it.
Number 6, Wild Nights with Emily.
Wild Nights with Emily, directed by Madeline Olnek. Wild Nights with Emily completely destroys everything you thought you knew about Emily Dickinson. Forget that boring, depressed recluse from your high school English class. This movie reveals the real Emily, a vivacious, witty woman who was secretly having a passionate, lifelong affair with her sister-in-law, Susan. Madeline Olnek takes this brilliant comedic approach to show us how history totally got it wrong. While everyone painted Dickinson as this fragile wallflower who barely left her room, she was actually out here living her best life, writing incredible poetry, and having steamy romantic encounters in her own house. The film is part romantic comedy, part historical correction, and completely delightful. Molly Shannon brings this incredible energy to Emily, showing us a woman who was funny, rebellious, and unapologetically in love. It's basically the queer historical revisionist comedy we didn't know we desperately needed, proving that the most interesting stories are often the ones that got buried.
Wild nights were I with thee. Wild nights should be our luxury.
Number 5, Season of Love.
Theo moved out. Why?
He didn't tell you? We decided that we just don't fit very well together and that we're better off as friends.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
Season of Love, directed by Kristen Baker, is basically the lesbian Love Actually we've all been waiting for. And honestly, it's about time. This is groundbreaking as the first ever holiday rom-com that centers entirely around queer women, which is kind of wild when you think about how many straight Christmas movies flood our screens every December. The whole thing follows 3 different couples navigating their messy love lives during the chaotic period right before Christmas through New Year's. We've got nervous first dates, relationship drama, family complications, and all those holiday feelings that make everything feel more intense. Each storyline weaves together in that perfect ensemble cast way where everyone's connected but dealing with their own romantic chaos. It's lighthearted, diverse, and refreshingly authentic, finally giving queer women the cozy holiday representation they deserve. Think warm, fuzzy feelings with actual LGBTQ+ characters at the center instead of being side characters in someone else's story.
Being around you made me realize I had to think about what I truly wanted. It turns out Theo wanted the same thing, for both of us to be happy. But happiness isn't something that he and I can give each other. When he asked me what makes me happy, I told him, you.
Number 4, Tell It to the Bees. Tell It to the Bees, directed by Annabelle Jankel. Picture this: 1950s Scotland, where secrets are dangerous and love doesn't always follow the rules. When single mom Lydia and her young son Charlie move back to her hometown, they're barely scraping by. Enter Dr. Jean Markham, the town's mysterious female doctor, who becomes an unexpected lifeline for the struggling family. What starts as Charlie finding comfort in Jean's beehive garden slowly blooms into something deeper between the two women. But here's the thing about small towns in the 50s. They don't exactly roll out the welcome mat for relationships that challenge the status quo. Based on Fiona Shaw's novel, this beautifully crafted period drama explores the courage it takes to live authentically when the world isn't ready for your truth. With stunning cinematography and powerhouse performances, it's a tender story about finding love, acceptance, and chosen family in the most unexpected places. Sometimes the sweetest honey comes from the most protected hives.
Number 3, Elisa and Marcela.
Elisa and Marcela, directed by Isabel Quakeset. Picture this: Spain, 1901, when being yourself could literally ruin your life. This gorgeous black and white Netflix film tells the incredible true story of two women who refuse to let society dictate their love. Elisa and Marcela have been inseparable since childhood, but as adults in a deeply conservative world, their relationship faces impossible barriers. What makes this story absolutely wild? One of them decides to live as a man so they can legally marry. We're talking about the first recorded same-sex marriage in Spanish history, decades before anyone was even talking about LGBTQ+ rights. Director Isabel Quakeset captures their story with stunning visuals and raw emotion, showing how love can be both beautiful and dangerous. It's part historical drama, part love story, and completely captivating. These women literally rewrote the rules of their time, and their courage is honestly inspiring.
Number 2, Booksmart. Booksmart, directed by Olivia Wilde, is basically the coming-of-age comedy we all needed. This isn't your typical high school movie. It's smart, hilarious, and surprisingly heartfelt. The story follows Amy and Molly, two academic overachievers who suddenly realize they've missed out on the fun side of high school. With graduation looming, they decide to cram 4 years of partying into one epic night. What could go wrong, right? What makes this film special is how it flips every teen movie stereotype on its head. These aren't one-dimensional characters. They're real, flawed, and genuinely funny. The dialogue is razor sharp, the performances are incredible, and honestly, it's just refreshing to see a teen comedy that actually gets what it's like to be young today. It's got heart, laughs, and that perfect mix of chaos and genuine emotion that makes you remember why friendship matters. Number 1, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Portrait of a Lady on Fire, directed by Celine Sciamma, is basically the most gorgeous slow-burn romance you'll ever see. Set in 18th century Brittany, it follows Marianne, a painter who's commissioned to secretly paint a wedding portrait of Eloise, a young woman who refuses to pose. So Marianne has to study her subject during walks and meals, memorizing every detail. What starts as artistic observation becomes something much deeper as these two women develop an intense, unspoken connection.
The whole thing unfolds with this incredible restraint and intimacy. No dramatic declarations or big romantic gestures, just stolen glances, subtle touches, and conversations that say everything without saying anything at all. Siama creates this dreamy, almost mythical atmosphere where time feels suspended and every moment between them becomes electric. It's art house cinema at its finest. Beautiful, patient, and absolutely devastating in the best way possible.
Did we miss one of your favorites? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified of new content. Thanks for watching.